Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have this festive holiday look for you and some new hair, some Beyonce waves. So if you're interested in this video, stick around and keep on watching. Savannah, I'm coming home, Savannah. Okay, so my hair today is from Ali Sky, and I will have all the information in the description box. So this is their Malaysian deep wave, and I have in 4 bundles and a frontal, and the lengths that I have are 226, 224s, and a 20-inch frontal. And this is the hair after I have made my unit and all of that. This time I did not bleach the knots on this. You're gonna have to bleach the knots, but sometimes I'm just, I'm not in a mood, okay, to go out and get one of those little packets. So the hair is absolutely bomb, and you guys know that I have 11 things that I look for when it comes to hair. So if there's something else that you are looking for when it comes to hair, just go ahead and let me know in the comments down below, and I will answer that for you, or I will add it to the list. I haven't gotten any complaints with the things that I'm looking for in hair, so that is a good thing. I feel like everybody's looking for these things when it comes to hair. We just want good quality, long lasting, well-behaved hair. So I'm gonna put the little list maybe over here. I'm gonna slide that in over here, and you guys can go ahead and read that. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all are just gonna watch me put this on, okay? And as you can see, the lace is kind of on that brownish tint, when I put it against my skin, and even when I move my hand away, like, it has a bit of a brown tint to it. I always consider this a plus when it comes to getting these lace frontals and stuff like that, because some of them come really extremely light, and I feel like those are the ones that you kind of have to go in and tint more. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut the lace off camera. I'm gonna come right on back and do the application. Yeah, you're just gonna sit back and watch me do this. It's pretty self-explanatory. I don't have to go into it too deep, and I haven't really changed anything. I'm kind of sticking to the same stuff that I normally do, so yeah. Okay, so as usual, I just love to use the Gots to Be Glued freeze spray. And so what I'm gonna do first is pin the hair out of the way. You gotta kind of get that out of the way when you're doing this step. And as usual for me, I like to spray it in to this little jar here. That way it's not running down my face and stuff like that. I hate that. Like, I don't need that extra stuff on my face. And I'm gonna be doing the whole thing this time, so you get your blow dryer and you want to set it on cool, and just be patient for it to dry. So now that that section is nice and melted, I'm gonna move on to the sides. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other side off camera, just make it really nice and quick, and we're gonna jump right on into the makeup. And then later down in the video, I'm gonna spritz the hair and kind of make it, bring the waves back a little bit. So yeah, that's basically it. Don't forget to check out Ali Sky, and you guys already know, if it is not good hair, it can't make it to the video. It's not gonna be on here. Okay, it ain't gonna be in your face, it ain't gonna be on my head, okay? You guys already know that. Okay, so I did the other side. So both sides are looking really nice, and I'm liking how it feels. I like how it looks and all of that good stuff. I'm going to pin the rest of it back, and let's get right on into this makeup. Okay, so today's makeup is going to be by Melt Cosmetics. I'm going to be using mostly their stuff for the eyes and the lips. I'm going to be using this collection. This collection is called Smoke Session, and from the packaging you can already tell exactly what that is all about. I think this is pretty bold, very interesting, but hey, I'm not against the plant or anything like that. I have a lot of stories that I could tell you about me back in the day, but we're going to stray far away from all of that. Okay, we're gonna keep it, man, I could tell you some stories. I could tell you some stories now, okay? You have no idea. But anyways, finally the herbs come around. Like I said, despite the actual theme of the palette, I think that this whole entire collection is very much holiday incorporated as well, because you know there's just tons of greens and golds going on in this palette. I'm going to be using just this palette to do my eyes today, especially these two greens right here. Like, I'm so excited to use these. Okay, so I already started one eye off camera, and this is what we're kind of going for. It's not completely finished, but you know, I know what I want to do now, so you know, sometimes you just got to test it out on one eye. Okay, so to get started, the first thing I'm going to do is go in with my black opal concealer, and this is in the shade Tan. And as usual, I'm just going to place this all over my eye, and this is going to act as a base. This really helps all of my eyeshadows to stick. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. And then after I'm done with all of that, I'm going to take my beauty blender and blend all of that out. Okay, so next, taking my ColourPop concealer in dark 36, I am going to be using this to brighten up my brow bone area. So yeah, basically we're just gonna dab and blend. Okay, so next, going in with the Smoke Session palette by Melt Cosmetics, I am going to be taking Space Queen, which is this one right here, and with that I am just going to go in and start to create my outer V, basically like what I have over here. I'm just going to be pressing it in just to place it where I want it, and then I'm going to go in and blend out the edges. Okay, so taking my little blender brush, and I know it looks like it has something on it. There's nothing on it, basically. I just use it to buff out the other eye. So while it is still nice and tacky, I find that it's a lot easier to actually smooth out the edges. You just need to go in with a light hand and just be a little patient, and it starts to blend out really easy compared to whenever I actually set it with powder beforehand. Like, it's just a lot easier to start to erase the edges. Like, you can see it's happening. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that back and forth until I get where I want. Okay, so now that I have the edges blended out somewhat how I want it, to help blend it out some more, now I'm going to go in with my Sacha Buttercup powder, and I'm just going to lightly dust this under my brow bone area, and this is also going to soften that up even more. And this look is going to be extremely dramatic but fun. As you can tell, I'm really like feathering out that edge. I want it to be really nice and elongated. You see what's going on, dude? Okay, I completely forgot to connect that area, so let me just do a little pat and close off that area right there. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to go into Sweet Tooth, which is this one right here, and with that I am going to basically do a light cut crease. I'm not going to go overboard. I'm not going to put like extra concealer to actually cut the crease. And going back into that darker green, I'm just going to kind of blend that over into the lighter color. You guys already know the drill. Just sweep it over a little bit. So now I'm just going to go in with a cotton swab and some of my Bioderma basically, and I'm just going to swipe this area right here, you know, make it look nice and clean. Okay, that's all that's about. Okay, the eyes are partially done. Let's move on to the face and create the magic, you know, so you can see the whole look, you know. Okay, so for my face, I am going to go in with my Nivea cream. You guys already know the drill. I love my Nivea cream. It is so moisturizing and just great for my skin all over. It doesn't break me out, and if I am going through a dry patch like this, just it helps me so much, you know. So on top of this, I am going to be using my Fenty Beauty primer. Hello, can you chip in? Just to help mattify the face a little bit, because this does dry down and this is just way too greasy. But my skin is nice and moist now, so. And for my second primer, I'm going to be using the Evermatte Poreless Primer by Becca Cosmetics. And with this, I'm just going to keep this in the T-zone. So my forehead, down my nose, a little bit under my eyes, because right at the top of my cheeks, they get really oily, and my chin area. Okay, so for my foundation today, I'm going in with the Tontadol foundation by Lancome, and I am using 470 Suede C. This is a little bit, I want to say just a tad bit lighter than what I would prefer, but that is the issue with getting stuff online. Okay, so I am going to be using an array of concealers today. I just feel like it, no particular reason. So the first one I'm going to go in with is the Fenty Beauty Suede Matchstick. And this is a lot more on the matte side, so that's the reason I'm going in with this, because I want it to kind of dry down matte, especially right here in the trough of my eye. I want to make that disappear, and I'm going to make that kind of sit for a minute and get dry before I apply the rest of my concealers. Okay, so now that I have that, I'm going to go in with my ColourPop concealer, and this is in the shade Dark 40. And with that, as you can tell, I haven't blended that out yet. I'm just leaving it there. I want it to dry down, you know. So on top of this, I'm going to place this color, and then I'm going to go in and just blend it out. And we're going for the bright look. I'm not running away from it, you know, that's my thing. Put a little bit right around here. A strip down the nose, you know, the landing party. You already know, just a little bit on the forehead, just a little bit. We ain't going too much. Here. And right here. And then I'm going to be taking this sponge right here. This is from Juno & Co. It's alright, but it ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like whatever. And I'm using it dry because I want the most color payoff. I just want the color to stay right in here. Okay, so for my third and final concealer under my eyes, and only under my eyes, I'm going to be taking the ColourPop 36. What is this? Dark 36. And with this, I'm just gonna go right in this trough area right here and really spread it out. And we're gonna make that dry before we start to blend it out. We're gonna make it really sit there for a while. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get me something to drink and come on back. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna move on to my contour. I changed my mind. Like, I'm not gonna go get something to drink. Let's move on with the video. Okay, so while that is, you know, cooking, I'm just gonna go in with my matte stick by Fenty Beauty once again, and this one is in Espresso. And with this, I'm just going to start to contour, a light contour. I'm not gonna overdo it today. Okay, we're gonna really carve, basically. And this little trick right here just makes your jaw look a lot more round. Okay, so I think that has been sitting there long enough. So I switched my sponge. I'm going in with my beauty blender, and I'm just going to lightly blend out that area, just right in that area right there, and hug the corners of my nose. Okay, so for under my eyes, to set that area, I'm going to be taking my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder, and this one is in Golden Beige, and I'm going to be taking my little puff. I'm going to rub that in there, and I'm just going to go in and set under the eyes, really press it in there, and bring it down to my mouth, and carry it up on the highest part of my cheekbone. And I'm going to do a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin. Okay, so to set the rest of my face and contour my nose, I'm going to be taking my MAC NW45 powder, and I'm just going to go ahead and buff the contour, the highlight, and everything together. And normally what I would do is go in and place another contour, like bronzing my face, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to keep the face really nice and soft, and I'm just going to apply blush and keep it moving. Yeah, so I'm going to contour my nose because the nose needs a shape. It needs help. Needs a little bit of help. Okay, so from here I'm going to go back and finish off my eyes, and then I'm going to touch up my eyebrows off camera because they take a lot of time and I just want to move on. I'm going to be going back into Space Queen for my lower lash line, and in my tear duct area I'm going to be going into Blue Dream, this one right here, which is a lot lighter. Let me just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I touched up my brows. For my lashes, I'm going to be taking the Flutter lashes in Royalty, and these remind me of the House of Lashes Iconic and the Lash XO Lucky Lola lashes that I love. So I'm going to be, you know, applying these, and that's what they look like. You see what I'm saying? So for my mascara, I'm going to go in with the Snapscara by Maybelline. For my highlight, another Melt product, but I have been loving this highlight. This is not the first time for you guys to see this. This is Lynx, and it's just this really beautiful champagne type of glow, and it's very, very, very subtle. Like, it's not extreme, and for me that's enough because I'm oily. Like, in 2 seconds we gonna be, you know, brighter than the sun. down the nose, a little bit on the chin. I'm gonna switch out the brush and do my Cupid's bow. My Cupid's bow. And a little something that I like to do is take that same glow and go right under my brow, just to get a little sheen up there, like, you know. Okay, so for my blush, I'm going to be going into the Morphe blush palette, and this one says B9. I don't even know if they still have this anymore because they are doing so many things on the website, but I'm going to be taking these two colors right here, these two mauve type colors. I like that. That's pretty. Okay, so in this collection, she has 4 liquid lipsticks, and I'm just gonna go through and tell you exactly the colors and swatch them on my arm. So the first one we have is Taupe, and Taupe is basically a really nice dark greenish type of color. And then you have Velvet Room, which is basically a dark vampy burgundy type of color. And then you have Bellastona. Bellastona is more of like a bluish type red, but still really, really bright. And then you have Breathless. Breathless is a orangey type red, but extremely, extremely bright. And as for me, I believe I'm going to be using Bellastona because I love a good blue red. So, and I think a blue red is gonna look great with this look. Like, you know, it's gonna bring the holiday vibe. It's gonna give you that, you know? So let's do that, okay? Y'all like my baby hairs, girl? I was trying. Okay, so that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys truly enjoyed this video. Make sure that you check out Ali Sky for the hair. The hair is absolutely bomb. All of the information will be in the description box down below. And as for the Smoke Session palette, this is a great holiday. You know what? I just realized it's kind of giving me Wild Thoughts type of vibes, you know what I'm saying? But it's right on time for the holidays. I've done green and red lips before, but this is definitely a different twist. There's a little bit of teal in there. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please thumbs up the video. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join the Fox Gang family. The votes are in. The majority of you want to be foxes, so I'm gonna go with fox. And plus I love animals, so let's just go with it, okay? The little fox emoji is super cute. It's cuter than the bell emoji, so let's go with that. Until the next video, I will see you guys soon.